One reason why I made this project was to kind of encourage citizen activity. So just basically so that a person like me, a kind of artist background, can also study nature and algae and make things out of it. I hope that this video kind of would encourage people to do that for themselves. So this video, I made a video out of this whole process, which will be online. And basically it shows how to weave algae or how to make knots out of it. Like here we have a rug. This is a traditional Finnish handcraft method. It's called knotting. And yeah, there are two types of algae, like I mentioned before, so they are very different in style. This is very plastic and it gets really hard. This is very woolen and it's soft still. But both of them are very strong. You know. So anyway, so I hope people will start to innovate with algae and consider it as a challenge. And on the other hand, I mean, our relationship with algae is extremely important for us, because algae creates so much oxygen in the world, almost 70%, not just the green algae, but the whole amount of algae, also the kind of micro algae that are very small. So basically we wouldn't even exist without them. So that's why I hope people would just kind of have a new approach to it. My relationship with Baltic Sea changed completely during this project, also after reading all the books about it and understanding the reasons for eutrophication. I understand the reason for the Baltic Sea's problems and how complicated they are and how we are the culprits, you know, people. And also it's not so simple, because it's not just Finns and Swedes and Norwegians, but it's also like, you know, Russia and Poland and all the other countries that have a very different culture, especially environmental politics. So it's a very complex theme. And in this case, for example, I've learned that in the case of Baltic Sea, the one who suffers pays, for example. So it's a huge issue, and I kind of got a glimpse of it. And yeah, so it didn't just change my attitude towards Baltic Sea, but also towards the whole kind of environment and environmental issues. Because really, it's amazing if Baltic Sea would die. But on the other hand, Baltic Sea has not always been a sea. It has been lake, then it has been sea, then it has been lake, then it's a sea again. So Baltic Sea has been all kinds of things, and it's not really a very still not its identity as a sea. It's quite young. So I mean, I can imagine that one day Baltic Sea could be lake again. You know, it might happen. The question is, should we just let it happen, or should we really try to keep it as a sea? This is a question I thought about many times. We cannot let Baltic Sea die, of course, but on the other hand, what could we accept the idea that Baltic Sea would be lake, you know, Baltic Lake? Would that change a lot of things? So I think it could be interesting to have discussions about this.